Happy Thursday. Sharon here with another video. Okay, so we're going to start talking to heaven. James Van Praagh. Just going to put 3 cards, and then we're going to talk about, I'm going to give you a little information about me, a little information on me, so you get to know me. I appreciate you following me, and I'm actually going to, I'm going to get on live and do cards and rods, and everything's free. I just like it for fun. I have a different job, but I like doing it for fun. It's just super fun. So I'm going to be doing it. Okay, so first card is you are never alone. You know that. We're all one. It kind of sounds weird, and it doesn't make sense to say we're all one. And you think like, you're going to think like humans, we're one human. No, that one in spirit. One in spirit. So, for instance, if you talk about somebody and you get mad, never, get your stuff out. Never deny your shadow self. But you must move on from it, though. It's really important to move on from it, okay? When you talk about someone, you're actually talking about yourself, too. It's just the way it is. Think about it. Okay, next card. I'm with the rest of the family. That's great. And they are. They meet them. And then they go through, when you first die, you go through a life review. And you're quite hard on yourself. And there's no hell, by the way. I don't care what anybody says. Okay, you have nothing to feel guilty about. Nothing. There's no hell. There's consequences for your actions. And you might have to redo a life or something like that. But I don't believe in hell. I just don't. Or if it's there, I don't think it's permanent. I think it might be I think there's redemption, if you want redemption. Because I think we're all kind of connected. We are. Okay, so, I'm going to go into a little bit about me. Okay, so, when I was about 46 years old, my aunt died. Like, a lot of my aunts were, like, dying, like, of cancer. And I went to my doctor for an appointment, and they're like, you really should get into genetic testing. Just, it's a big thing, preventative and all this kind of stuff. It's new technology. I got a clinical trial. I want to put you in it. I was frightened, so I said to my sister, you're going to come in it with me. Can you come in with me? I talked her into it, right? So then I talked her into it, and we started, doing the prep. She had the hysterectomy first, full hysterectomy. And then I had my full hysterectomy, which you go right into menopause. She doesn't have a bad time. I have a terrible time, hot flashes. And you can't take estrogen because we're BRCA positive. We did genetic testing. I'm sorry, I skipped that part. And we found out that we both are BRCA positive too. They say BRCA positive one is usually Jewish people. So, but anyways, yeah. So we started our testing. Now that we were going to move to having a full mastectomy. We got second opinions and everything. We couldn't find anybody to tell us. Apologize, my hair's a little crazy, but I kind of like it looking crazy. Crazy. We couldn't find anybody. We actually couldn't find anybody. Went to the University of Pennsylvania who actually did part of the genetic testing. They developed it. And we went there, and I went to the hospital near me, and so did she. And we could not find a doctor that wouldn't say you need to have a full hysterectomy and a full mastectomy. 4 of my aunts on my dad's side died of cancer. My mother had breast cancer. She didn't die from breast cancer. She was a survivor. My one aunt had this back cancer that's really usually for old people, but she got it pretty young, which is pretty sad. Really rare cancer. And then my other aunt had skin cancer. Quite often BRCA positive is, they relate it to the paternal side. And I think it might be because a lot of my people on my mother's side got tested and they're not BRCA positive. But anyways, so we did the hysterectomy, like I said, and we're doing the pre-op to do our full mastectomy. And my sister found she's stage 2, 3-ish. They don't really know until they open you totally and test it. But, I mean, they have a good idea, but they're not 100% until they open you up. And, well, anyways, many years later, she survived. She's doing great. She's no recurrence of cancer whatsoever. So I did a full mastectomy and a full hysterectomy. It really was, oof. I'm glad I did it, but 50% of the people who are BRCA positive get cancer. Now, I had that, right? But then I had my aunts, like they did, like I did. I kind of had to fill out all this stuff about my family, and they found out my breasts were like 90-some%. I was getting it. So having a full mastectomy put my wrists down just like the normal person. So I have to, healthy lifestyle. I still have wrists, but they're not as bad. And if you don't have the tissue, it's hard to get cancer if you don't have it, So what if I had cancer? Most likely. But I don't know. We have different lifestyles. It's really no way to predict it. But it's better to be safe than sorry is what I thought. And I want to be around for my husband and my grandchildren and my children and, my family. I love my life. So, but anyways, if you ever have any questions on that or if you want to ask about it, it wasn't easy. But I'm glad I did it. I'm many years off it. I still get hot flashes and menopause symptoms. I had a few teaks too. And when you get breast like implants, they recommend only 10 years. So you have to, in 10 years, you have to have them out. Usually. 10, 11. So there is going to be another surgery, unfortunately, unless I pass away, but I don't think I will. So anyways, I just wanted to say thank you so much for following me. Let me know what you want me to do. I can do cards, rods. I'm going to go live. It's all for fun, just fun. Okay, so like, follow, share, and thank you so much for following me.